Welcome to another informative training video from the Enphase team. The topic of this video will be utilizing the Service Manager platform for managing RMAs and labor reimbursement requests. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to recall how to initiate an RMA using Service Manager, explain how to search for a specific case or RMA number, how to file for labor reimbursement, and how to track the status of the labor reimbursement. There are a couple of different ways to access the Service Manager platform. You can either sign into Service Manager by navigating to service.enphaseenergy.com or by accessing the Service Manager link from Enlighten Manager's main page. You can also access Service Manager directly from the installer app by selecting the dashboard option. In this view, you can see the different screen displays between the desktop view of Enlighten Manager as well as the mobile version. Using the Enlighten Manager dashboard or the dashboard option of the installer app, you can access Service Manager and access either the mobile version or desktop version. This can be completed by navigating to the Quick Access options and then clicking the Service Manager icon. If you are already logged into the Enlighten Manager platform, you will not be prompted to sign into Service Manager if you are using the Quick Access links seen here on the Enlighten Manager dashboard. However, if you are prompted for login, please note that the login credentials used for Service Manager are the exact same login credentials that you would use for Enlighten Manager access. Once logged into the application, you can access the RMA dashboard by clicking on the link on the left side of the screen under Dashboard. The dashboard gives you a single place to monitor and track all RMAs. The RMAs are grouped by their status within the RMA process. Clicking the RMA status group will filter the RMAs and display them in the table shown here. The RMAs are grouped by their status type in the RMA dashboard. Clicking the RMA status type will filter the RMAs to that status and display them in the table shown here. In this next section, we will cover how to submit an RMA using the Service Manager dashboard. To create an RMA case, start by clicking on the Create button in the upper portion of the screen, just to the right of the dashboard header. After selecting the Create button, be sure that you select the RMA option. Be sure to fill out all required fields. Once this has been completed, press Submit. Be sure to pay close attention to the device serial numbers that you have selected for RMA before submitting your request. Once the RMA has been submitted, you will be provided a new case number for the tracking of the RMA request. In the next section, we will discuss how to track cases as well as RMAs. You can easily find what you're looking for by using one of the search criteria options. The RMA search option is used to search for cases that have been approved for an RMA, or for any case where an RMA number has been issued. When searching the RMA option, make sure that you enter in the correct RMA number and not the case number. Use of the case search option will search for any cases that have been submitted. The case search option will not generate a case to view if an RMA has already been issued. Again, for an RMA search, utilize the RMA search option. The next option in the list is System Name. System Name will search for any cases or RMAs that are associated with a specific site. Our next option is System ID. System ID is not the same as System Name, but will generate details for a specific site by entering the site's System ID number. The final option in search criteria is Serial Number. Serial Number will search for any Enphase device serial number that is associated with appended case or RMA. Once an RMA number has been issued, use the search criteria's RMA option and enter in the applicable RMA number. The case with the associated RMA number will display along with all of the details that are related to the case. On the screen that generates, you can see when the replacement product has shipped, along with the tracking number hyperlinks, so that you may see the carrier's tracking details. In this section, we will discuss how to file for labor reimbursement requests using the Service Manager dashboard. To request a labor reimbursement, you must access the RMA number from the list of approved RMAs. Once you have selected the RMA in question, you can complete the request by using the Actions option that can be seen in the examples here. It is important to note that if the site is not eligible for reimbursement, the option will not be available upon selecting the Actions option. If eligible for reimbursement, be sure to fill out all required fields and be sure to correct any of the entries as needed to ensure proper expedition of the request. If you have any issues with the filing of a reimbursement request, or for that matter, any issue with the use of the Service Manager platform, you can gain instant Enphase assistance by clicking on the Chat with an Expert button. Once all the pre-filled data has been verified and any necessary corrections have been made, download and fill out the required forms in the Documents section. Upload these completed forms to the request application and simply submit the request. In this final section, we will discuss how to track labor reimbursement requests using the Service Manager dashboard. Start by clicking on the Reports button. In the desktop version, this option is located at the top left of the dashboard. In the mobile version, the option is located in the bottom right to the right of Systems. This button will take you to the option for tracking the details of the reimbursement request. To track the status of your reimbursement request, be sure to select the report type. Next, select the date range of the request. After that, you will need to choose whether you are wanting a reimbursement report for all systems or for a specific system. Once all information is entered, enter the email where you would like to receive the report. If you have more questions, you can use the links provided to call Enphase customer support or speak with a chat representative. You can do this by using the Enphase customer support option or the Chat with Us option. These links are located at the bottom of the screen on the main dashboard page of Service Manager. Now that you've watched this video, you should have the skills and knowledge to be able to recall how to initiate an RMA using the Service Manager platform. Explain how to search for a specific case or RMA number. List the steps to file for reimbursement. And finally, how to track the status of a labor reimbursement claim. For access to the Service Manager guide, please utilize the link provided in the description below. Thank you for watching another informative video from the Enphase training team.